Hi guys!
Hey!
Welcome back to another episode, the 5th episode of
Turn It Hoff. Yeah, so this week we decided to do a little 180, and instead of doing dinner and a drink, we're going to do an app and a dessert.
Yes. And so for the app this week, I decided to make some smoked salsa.
And I'm eating it.
We're eating it right now. And this recipe comes from a YouTuber, Meat Church. I scroll YouTube all the time, and I come across different smoker recipes, different everything. And Meat Church is one that when I came across this salsa recipe, I said, that looks really good and really easy. So I want to try it, and it has been phenomenal. The whole recipe from start to finish is delicious. It's so good. So I like Meat Church. It's a Texas-based company. If you haven't seen them, please go check them out. I watch them quite a bit, as well as How to Barbecue Right. The guy's name is Malcolm Reed. He does a lot of amazing stuff that I do all the time. They're both fantastic meat smokers, and I suggest that you check them out for sure.
And for our dessert, we have our special guest, our son Aiden.
Yeah.
Makes a mug cake, something that the boys like to do in the evening when they're getting snacky.
Mm-hmm.
They just put all the ingredients into a mug and microwave it, so you'll get to see that.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice little different.
Yeah, and as a tit for tat for us, Lena and Aiden are also back, and they're asking us their Gen Alpha questions that we have to answer.
You get to see our Gen Alpha knowledge, which is just about as good as their Gen X knowledge.
Right. It's not good. We have a lot to learn about each other's
generations.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. So it's cute. So yeah, they asked us the questions, and then we answer what we think we know about it, and kind of like last week's episode where we asked them.
Yeah. So stick around and see how to make smoked salsa. It's a little hot. This recipe was a little hot. Yeah. So if you don't like your salsa hot, as you watch it, I suggest clearing out some of the seeds and some of the stringy bits of white that is in your jalapenos to make it a little more mild, maybe half of them if you want it a little more like a medium. And clear them all out if you want it just to be regular and mild. So stick around and check it out. So sometimes I like to cook a nice smoked salsa on my smoker when things are in season, things are on sale. So that's what I'm going to do for everyone today. I have 12 Roma tomatoes that I'm going to cut in half. I have 5 jalapenos that I'm also going to cut in half. 1 white onion that I'm going to cut into quarters. And then 1 head of garlic that I'm going to chop the top off of and then wrap in tin foil. We're going to put everything on these racks, and then as you can see, I've got everything halved up or quartered up as it needed to be. I cut the top off of my head of garlic. I'm going to go ahead and take this out to my smoker that I have set at 225 degrees. And I'm using pecan wood for my smoker. You can use any kind of wood you want, but you want to have the smoker at 225 degrees, and we're going to smoke this for about 1.5 hours to 2 hours. As you can see, I'm smoking on what is called an ugly drum smoker. We are sitting there pretty steady at 225. I wanted to show you how everything's looking on the grill. See, everything's starting to shrivel up a little bit, but it's still keeping a little bit of its juices in there. It's just getting nice and smoky in there. Like I said, I did this on an ugly drum smoker. You can do it on any smoker that you want. Just keep it at 225 for about 1.5 hours and use whatever smoke that you want to. We've taken the vegetables off of the smoker. I'm starting to load them into our food processor here. We're gonna get all the tomatoes, all the jalapenos, all of the onion in there so that we can make this salsa up super, super nice. I'm gonna get all of this in there. And then once that's all packed in there, this was the head of garlic that I had wrapped in foil. And all you want to do is you want to squeeze it. And as you can see, all of that roasted garlic comes out and goes into your food processor. Then you're going to take a big bunch of cilantro. You're going to take the top of it where the cilantro leaves are at. Rip that off and put that in there. Crush that in there. I have 3 tablespoons of Lowry seasoning salt that I'm going to dump in there. And then I have a lime that I have cut in half. And I'm going to put in my juicer here. And we are going to throw the juice of an entire lime in there. Guy in there. Uh-oh. It popped out a little bit. That guy in there. We're going to juice him in there too. And then we're going to put the lid on this. And we're going to pulse it like this until we get the consistency that we're looking for. And that looks just about perfect. I am going to come over here, grab a spoon, taste it for seasoning. We're going to see where we're at here, and it's got a little kick to it from the jalapenos, but it is really delicious.
Hello, welcome to my mug cake making video, guys. My name's Aiden Hoffman, and I'm gonna make a mug cake. So, first thing we need here is flour. Open up the flour, obviously, and then you're gonna, I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't go crazy, I just kind of eyeball it. There's one.
One what?
Tablespoon.
Tablespoon.
Tablespoon. There's 2, since that one was kind of big. And then it's about 3, right?
3 tablespoons of flour.
3 tablespoons of flour.
Okay.
Next, you need sugar. And then let's get 3 tablespoons of sugar. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. I spilled it everywhere. Okay. After you do 3 tablespoons of sugar, you do, I got my little moving tablespoon thing here. Okay, well I can only go to 1 tablespoon. So, here's what we're doing now. You need 1 tablespoon, but it's not only 1, but we're gonna start with 1, obviously.
And what is that, Aiden?
1. Let me get to it. This is 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder. And then we're going to go to 1.5 teaspoons, also known as half of a tablespoon of cocoa powder, which is 1.5 right there. So after that, we'll go back to that in a second. But after that, just take a pinch of salt. Boom. And now we got a pinch of salt, a tablespoon and a half of baking powder, 3 tablespoons
Cocoa powder.
That's cocoa powder,
oh my
not
bad,
baking powder.
cocoa powder, 3 tablespoons of sugar, and 3 tablespoons of flour. Now, take a fork or a spoon. I think I'm gonna go spoon today. I don't know why. The spoon worked better for me last time I did it. And then you're just gonna mix up the dry stuff here. Nice and easy. Also a smaller mug than what I'm used to working with, so hopefully.
So we're only doing one batch. He normally does a double batch with a bigger mug. So it works for bigger mugs if you double the recipe, right, Aiden?
Yep.
Perfect.
It's just math. And we're gonna mix until you get kind of like a much lighter brown here than what that cocoa powder was.
Okay.
Makes sense. You're mixing brown and white.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I've mixed it fairly well. I'll make sure I'm perfectly mixed when I add my wet ingredients there. And now we're gonna go milk first.
Okay.
And we're going to need, yet again, we're back with our tablespoon here. Oh, there's about 1, 2, 3.
3 tablespoons of milk.
3 tablespoons of milk. And then we got vegetable oil here. You can really use like almost any like alternative to this too, like I don't know what other oils there are. Peanut oil. Here's 1 of vegetable oil.
1 tablespoon there.
1 tablespoon of vegetable oil.
Okay.
Go back down to half a tablespoon. We're gonna have 1.5 of vegetable oil.
Okay.
And then after that, you're supposed to do 1/8 of a tablespoon of vanilla extract, but I always like to think you can kind of just eye it if it's a 1/8 of a teaspoon. My bad, of a teaspoon.
1/8 of a teaspoon.
So just like a little drop. That was pretty close, I'd say. Just a very small amount there.
Okay.
And then let's go ahead and mix this up. Alright, so now that I'm done mixing, this is what we're looking at here.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like a thicker consistency.
Almost like a cake batter.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Here we go.
And part of the chef's benefit is he gets to lick that spoon off.
Oh, I should probably hold on to that. We're gonna need it to eat later. Let's pop this in the microwave. Alright guys, cooked it for 1.5 minutes. That's what we're looking at here. I'm not gonna try it because it's probably really hot right now. But
Can you pull a spoonful out for us so we can see how it looks?
mm-hmm. There you go right there.
It looks like a nice little cake there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's Skibbity Toilet?
Skibbity toilet is something bad.
Something
It
bad.
means like, yeah.
It's a bad situation.
That's horrible.
Okay. What is a labubu?
Oh, Labubu is some new toy that everybody's all about.
Is it?
It's some new toy that it's all the rage. It's like it's like Beanie Babies or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, what's 6'7" from?
I don't know what
From?
it means, but it's like on a TikTok where they go 6'7". I don't know what it means though.
It-
The question is, what's it from?
TikTok?
okay.
What does WTW mean?
WTW. What the what?
What the what?
What's a gout?
It's a fat ass.
What is mewing?
Oh, that's
When you're trying to look handsome. Mew. When you want to look
when you're flexing for the camera.
Yeah, I want to mew.
Okay, what is Tum 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 Sahur?
Toon Sahur?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I never heard that.
Never heard that before. Nope, I don't know that
I
one.
don't know.
What is phantom tax?
Phantom tax? When they tax you and they weren't supposed to.
I have no idea.
I don't know anymore.
You have no more?
That was 5.
You didn't do this one.
Oh, what's the huzz?
Huzz. I got nothing on
When
this
you
one.
want to love somebody. They got the huzz, and I love them.
Who killed John Pork?
John Pork?
Yeah, who killed John Pork?
I don't know, but it has something to do with Roblox.